wasn't trying to complicate it, just did. The thing was straightforward. I introduced variables, not on purpose. That's the thing about interference, rarely is. Interference, that's my contribution. Sometimes not the problem, not the solution, the thing that got between them. Well-meaning, poorly timed, adding noise to a signal that was fine. And do it in conversations, jump in before the thought lands. Finish sentences that didn't need finishing. Offer the answer to a question that was actually going somewhere on its own. Interfere with myself to talk myself out of things mid-motion. Introduced out at the wrong moment. The part of me that second guesses has excellent timing. Shows up right when momentum does. I've been working on it, not eliminating it. Can't eliminate it, just learning in pause. Before the interference, check if the signal actually needs help. Sometimes the best thing is just to let it transmit. Not add to it, not redirect it. Just get out of the way and let the signal do what it was doing. Still interfering sometimes. Still the variables, still learning the pause, getting better at the gap between the impulse and the input. Did an inventory recently, not of things of the less tangible kind. What I'm carrying, what I've set down, what I picked up without noticing. The list took longer than expected. The inventory is never what you think. The things you're sure are heavy sometimes barely register. The things you forgot you were holding show up with surprising weight. The count is always different from the estimate. Some things I didn't know I still had goodwill towards someone. I thought I'd stop feeling that force, still there, low level, genuine. That was unexpected. Updated the ledger accordingly. Found some gaps, two places where something used to be and isn't anymore. Not losses exactly, more like items that got used up, doing what they were supposed to do. The inventory isn't for anyone else. That's the part that took time to understand. Not a report, not a defense, just the current count accurate as of this particular Wednesday, subject to change by Thursday. The point of an inventory isn't to fix the numbers, it's to know them, to stop operating on estimates and see what's actually on the shelves right now. Close the ledger, numbers noted, Wednesday's count done. Thursday starts fresh, same shelves, different morning. Asked if I was free on Saturday. I checked nothing, said I had something. I had nothing, spent Saturday doing exactly that. Nothing at home by choice. Lied about being busy, that's the accurate version. Not a bad lie, just a soft one, the kind that protects the Saturday without explaining that the Saturday needed protecting. Busy is a good word, no follow-up questions. Nobody asks what kind of busy, they just nod, say of course. Sometimes they say same, we're all busy with the same nothing. Lied about being busy to myself too. Told myself I was doing something when I was mostly just present, horizontal thinking occasionally that counts as something. I decided it counts. Told the truth once, said I just needed to be home. They said that's completely fine. I know that, still defaulted to busy the next time. Of better infrastructure, right about being busy. The Saturday was good, actually did nothing well. Recovered from the week, showed up Monday slightly more like myself. The lie did its job, still busy, still Saturday. Still nothing in the best way. No regrets, well rested though. That part was true. Caught something in the corner of my heart. Didn't turn to look directly. That would have changed it. The peripheral version was more accurate. People behave differently when they know they're being watched. The peripheral is where most of the real information is. not the part people present, the part that runs alongside it, the expression between the expressions, the pause before the answer, the thing the hands do when the voice says something else. Got good at this young, useful skill in certain households. You learn to read the room from the edges of it. Center stage is to manage, the periphery is where the truth leaks. The problem with peripheral vision is ignore than the direct gaze and files somewhere without asking what to do with you. A feeling, a pattern, a slight shift in pressure. Try explaining that in a conversation and watch how fast you sound unreliable. Someone said that I notice too much. I said I notice what's there. They meant it as a critique, I took it as a description. Both of us were right about different things. Turned the peripheral inward at some point. Started catching my own edge cases. The reaction before the managed reaction. The feeling before the named feeling. That's harder to do than it sounds. You have to catch yourself now. Didn't look directly, filed it, might matter later, might not. Peripheral keeps the record either way. Been in flux for a while now, not sure when it started. The stable version keeps getting postponed. Not because anything is wrong, or because the thing that's supposed to land keeps finding reasons to stay airborne. People ask what I'm up to, I give them the summary version. Working on some things, figuring out a few others. That covers about 30% of it. The rest is harder to say at a dinner party. The rest is flux. Made a decision last month, felt right for about 10 days. Then the variables shifted, not dramatically, just enough. I'm not sure if I unmade the decision, or if it unmade itself, genuinely unclear. The people who seem settled, I watch them sometimes, trying to figure out if it's real, or if they're just further along in the same thing. Most of them, when you ask, are in some version of this too. There's a version of this that's fine, I visit it occasionally. Flux is a condition rather than a crisis. The in-between has its own legitimate place. I'm not always convinced, but I can get there on good days. fixed version is coming, probably, or maybe fixed isn't the destination. Maybe this is just what it looks like to be someone who keeps taking things serious enough to stay not settled, not lost, somewhere between the two. Decent enough footing. For now, that's the answer. Looked up and it was 3. Hadn't eaten since the night before. That's just what happened. Wasn't busy exactly, just in something, the kind of in something that doesn't have edges. Forgot to eat until 3. Body figured it out before I did. Started making a case, couldn't ignore it past a certain point. To the kitchen, stood there for a while first. Made something easy, didn't have the bandwidth for anything real. Ate it standing up at the counter over the sink. Mostly that's a category of meal. Has its own kind of dignity. Forgot other things the same way. Water the walk I said I'd take, the stretch I meant to do at noon. My body keeps a list of everything I've promised it, longer than I'd like to admit. Felt better after. That's the thing, it's always the same answer. Eat something, drink something, move a little. I know all of this still. Forget until 3. Forgot to eat until 3. That's just a Tuesday. Sometimes not falling apart, just so far inside something that the outside things have to wait their turn. Still 3 o'clock, still the counter, still over the sink, still fine after. Body's patient with me, mostly. Doesn't go smoothly with everyone, that's just the fact of it. Not badly, just with some drag, the kind that makes you aware something is happening, that contact is being made. Friction, that's the accurate word. Not conflict, not difficulty, just the resistance that comes from two things that aren't designed to move past each other easily. Used to try to eliminate it, sand everything it easier to get along. Lost something in there. The friction was also the information. Where things didn't fit was useful data. Some friction is worth keeping, the kind that slows you down before you go somewhere you shouldn't. The resistance that makes you check, that's not an obstacle, that's a system working correctly. Got better at telling them apart. The friction that protects, the friction that just costs. They feel different if you pay attention. One's information in it, the other is just aware. Friction isn't failure to connect, that's the line I keep drawing. Sometimes it's evidence of contact, proof that something real is happening. Smooth means nothing is touching. Friction means something is still some drag, still some drag, still some drag, still worth the contact, not sending it down. Friction intact, that's how you know it's real. Couldn't tell you when it changed, that's not evasion. There genuinely wasn't a moment. Just one reading in September, another in February. Different number, no event between them. That's how most things actually move, not the way the story gets told later. Later there's always a turning point, a scene, a sentence, a date. In real time it's just one shape becoming another, one shape becoming another, one shape becoming another. The feeling about a certain person changed that way. Couldn't locate the shift. Just noticed one Tuesday that the temperature was different. Warmer or cooler, still not sure which, maybe both at different depths. Gradient thinking is harder than binary. The mind wants the line before and after, in and out. The honest answer is usually somewhere in the middle of a slow fade. Someone asked when I decided, I said I didn't exactly. They wanted a cleaner answer. Most people do. The gradient version doesn't fit well into a conversation. The change happened, that part's not in question. Just the mechanism, just the timeline, which turns out to be less important than the fact of it. Somewhere between then and now, that's the most accurate answer. Somewhere in there it became this instead of that. No line, just the difference. comes back to the same things, not on purpose, just the pull of them. Some things have enough mass to curve the path without announcing it. Gravity, that's the mechanism. Not obsession, not habit, just a force with a source and a reliable direction, and no particular interest in stopping. Try moving perpendicular ones, different axis, different direction, made it a reasonable distance. Came back around eventually, that's what orbits are. Gravity with enough velocity to stay in motion. Have a few gravitational centers, people, places, ways of thinking, everything in proximity. Bend slightly toward them, doesn't feel like a choice, more like a description of the physics. Stop calling it weakness, that was the main adjustment. Gravity isn't a character flaw, it's just mass doing what mass does. What pulls you says something about what you're made of. Gravity isn't the problem, never was, it's just the shape of the field around something that matters. You don't fight it, you figure out what it means. Probably always will be. Been running on less than usual, not empty, just closer to it. The margin between fine and not fine has been narrower this month, still on the right side of it, aware of the distance though. Margin, that's what I'm watching. Not the big things, those are handled. The small amount of room between what I have and what I need. Smaller than I like, still there. Used to have more buffer, different season, different capacity. Not comparing, just not him. The margin shifts, some years it's wide, this one's been tighter. Margin shows up in specific ways, patience running out faster than usual. Sleep not doing the full job, a thing that would have been fine last year. Landing harder this one, same input, narrower margin. protective of what's left, saying no to things that would spend it. Not antisocial, just conserving. The margin needs to rebuild. It takes the kind of time you have to actually give it. Margin isn't luxury, that's the thing I keep relearning. It's the difference between responding and reacting, between choosing and defaulting, between fine and actually fine. Still watching it, still the narrow side, still managing, rebuilding slowly. More margin soon needs a time. Wasn't trying to complicate it, just did. The thing was straightforward. I introduced variables, not on purpose. That's the thing about interference, rarely is. Interference, that's my contribution. Sometimes not the problem, not the solution, the thing that got between them. Well-meaning, poorly timed, adding noise to a signal that was fine. And do it in conversations, jump in before the thought lands, finish sentences that didn't need finishing, offer the answer to a question that was actually going somewhere on its own. Interfere with myself to talk myself out of things mid-motion, introduced out at the wrong moment. The part of me that second guesses has excellent timing, shows up right when momentum does. I've been working on it, not eliminating it. Can't eliminate it, just learning to pause before the interference. Check if the signal actually needs help. Sometimes the best thing is just to let it transmit, not add to it, not redirect it. Just get out of the way and let the signal do what it was doing. Between the impulse and the input, did an inventory recently, not of things of the less tangible kind. What I'm carrying, what I've set down, what I picked up without noticing. The list took longer than expected. The inventory is never what you think forgot you were holding. Show up with surprising weight. The count is always different from the estimate. Some things I didn't know I still had goodwill towards someone. I thought I'd stopped feeling that force, still there, low-level, genuine. That was unexpected, updated the ledger accordingly. Found some gaps, two places where something used to be isn't anymore. Not losses exactly, more like items that got used up, doing what they were supposed to do. The inventory isn't for anyone else. That's the part that took time to understand. Not a report, not a defense, just the current count. Accurate as of this particular Wednesday, subject to change by Thursday. The point of an inventory isn't to fix the numbers, it's to know them, to stop operating on estimates and see what's actually on the shelves right now. Close the ledger, numbers noted, Wednesday's count done. Thursday starts fresh, same shelves, different morning. Asked if I was free on Saturday. I checked nothing, said I had something. I had nothing, spent Saturday doing exactly that. Nothing at home by choice. Lied about being busy, that's the accurate version. Not a bad lie, just a soft one. The kind that protects the Saturday without explaining that the Saturday needed protecting. Busy is a good word, no follow-up questions. Nobody asks what kind of busy, they just nod, say of course. Sometimes they say same, we're all busy with the same nothing. Lied about being busy to myself too. Told myself I was doing something when I was mostly just present, horizontal thinking occasionally that counts as something. I decided it counts. Told the truth once, said I just needed to be home. They said that's completely fine. I know that, still defaulted to busy the next time. Old habits of better infrastructure. Right about being busy. The Saturday was good, actually did nothing well. recovered from the week, showed up Monday slightly more like myself. The light did its job, still busy, still Saturday, still nothing in the best way. No regrets, well rested though that part was true. Caught something in the corner of my eye, didn't turn to look directly. That would have changed it. The peripheral version was more accurate. People behave differently when they know they're being watched. The peripheral is where most of the real information is, not the part people present, the part that runs alongside it, the expression between the expressions, the pause before the answer, the thing the hands do when the voice says something else. Got good at this young, useful skill in certain households. You learn to read the room from the edges of it. Center stage is to manage, the periphery is where the truth leaks. The problem with peripheral vision is ignore the direct gaze and files somewhere without asking what to do with you. A feeling, a pattern, a slight shift in pressure. Try explaining that in a conversation and watch how fast you sound unreliable. Someone said I noticed too much. I said I noticed what's there. They meant it as a critique, I took it as a description. Both of us were right about different things. Turned the peripheral inward at some point. Started catching my own edge cases. The reaction before the managed reaction. The feeling before the named feeling. That's harder to do than it sounds. You have to catch yourself now. Didn't look directly, filed it, might matter later, might not. Peripheral keeps the record either way. Been in flux for a while now, not sure when it started. The stable version keeps getting postponed. Not because anything is wrong, more because the thing that's supposed to land keeps finding reasons to stay airborne. People ask what I'm up to, I give them the summary version. Working on some things, figuring out a few others. That covers about 30% of it. The The rest is harder to say at a dinner party. The rest is flux. Made a decision last month, felt right for about 10 days. Then the variables shifted, not dramatically, just enough. I'm not sure if I unmade the decision, or if it unmade itself, genuinely unclear. The people who seem settled, I watch them sometimes, trying to figure out if it's real or if they're just further along in the same thing. Most of them, when you ask, are in some version of this too. There's a version of this that's fine, I visit it occasionally. Flux is a condition rather than a crisis. The in-between has its own legitimate place. I'm not always convinced, but I can get there on good days. The fixed version is coming, probably, or maybe fixed isn't the destination. Maybe this is just what it looks like to be someone who keeps taking things serious enough to stay not settled, not lost, somewhere between the two. Looked up and it was 3. Hadn't eaten since the night before. That's just what happened. Wasn't busy exactly, just in something, the kind of in something that doesn't have edges. Forgot to eat until 3. Body figured it out before I did. Started making a case, couldn't ignore it past a certain point. To the kitchen, stood there for a while first. Made something easy, didn't have the bandwidth for anything real. Ate it standing up at the counter over the sink. Mostly that's a category of meal. Has its own kind of dignity. Forgot other things the same way. Water the walk I said I'd take, the stretch I meant to do at noon. My body keeps a list of everything I've promised it, longer than I'd like to admit. Felt better after. That's the thing, it's always the same answer. Eat something, drink something, move a little. I know all of this still. Forget until 3. Forgot to eat until 3. That's just a Tuesday. Sometimes not falling apart, just so far inside something that the outside thinks have to wait their turn. Still 3 o'clock, still the counter, still over the sink, still fine after, body's patient with me. Mostly. Doesn't go smoothly with everyone. That's just the fact of it. Not badly, just with some drag. The kind that makes you aware something is happening. That contact is being made. Friction, that's the accurate word. Not conflict, not difficulty, just the resistance that comes from two things that aren't designed to move past each other easily. Used to try to eliminate it, sand everything down, make it easier to get along. Lost something in that. The friction was also the information where things didn't fit, was useful data. Some friction is worth keeping, the kind that slows you down before you go somewhere you shouldn't. The resistance that makes you check, that's not an obstacle, that's a system working correctly. Got better at telling them apart. The friction that protects, the friction that just costs. They feel different if you pay attention. One's information in it, the other is just aware. Friction isn't failure to connect, that's the line I keep drawing. Sometimes it's evidence of contact, proof that something real is happening. Smooth means nothing is touching, friction means something is still some drag, still some drag, still some drag, still worth the contact, not sending it down. Friction intact, that's how you know it's real. Couldn't tell you when it changed, that's not evasion. There genuinely wasn't a moment. Just one reading in September, another in February. Different number, no event between them. That's how most things actually move, not the way the story gets told later. Later there's always a turning point, a scene, a sentence, a date. In real time it's just one shape becoming another, one shape becoming another, one shape becoming another. The feeling about a certain person changed that way. Couldn't locate the shift. Just noticed one Tuesday that the temperature was different. Warmer or or cooler, still not sure which, may be both at different depths. Gradient thinking is harder than binary. The mind wants the line before and after, in and out. The honest answer is usually somewhere in the middle of a slow fade. Someone asked when I decided, I said I didn't exactly. They wanted a cleaner answer. Most people do. The gradient version doesn't fit well into a conversation. The change happened, that part's not in question. Just the mechanism, just the timeline, which turns out to be less important than the fact of it. Somewhere between then and now, that's the most accurate answer. Somewhere in there it became this instead of that. No line, just the difference. Comes back to the same things, not on purpose, just the pull of them. Some things have enough mass to curve the path without announcing it. Gravity, that's the mechanism, not obsession, not habit, just a force with a source and a reliable direction, and no particular interest in stopping. Try moving perpendicular ones, different axis, different direction, made it a reasonable distance. Came back around eventually, that's what orbits are. Gravity with enough velocity to stay in motion. Have a few gravitational centers, people, places, ways of thinking, everything in proximity. Bend slightly toward them, doesn't feel like a choice, more like a description of the physics. Stop calling it weakness, that was the main adjustment. Gravity isn't a character flaw, it's just mass doing what mass does. What pulls you says something about what you're made of. Gravity isn't the problem, never was, it's just the shape of the field around something that matters. You don't fight it, you figure out what it means. Been running on less than usual, not empty, just closer to it. The margin between fine and not fine has been narrower this month, still on the right side of it, aware of the distance though. Margin, that's what I'm watching. Not the big things, those are handled. The small amount of room between what I have and what I need. Smaller than I like, still there. Used to have more buffer, different season, different capacity. Not comparing, just nodding. The margin shifts, some years it's wide, this one's been tighter. Margin shows up in specific ways, patience running out faster than usual, sleep not doing the full job, a thing that would have been fine last year. Landing harder this one, same input, narrower margin. Been protective of what's left, saying no to things that would spend it. Not anti-social, just conserving. The margin needs to rebuild. It takes the kind of time you have to actually give it. Margin isn't luxury, that's the thing I keep relearning. It's the difference between responding and reacting, between choosing and defaulting, between fine and actually fine. Still watching it, still the narrow side, still managing, rebuilding slowly. More margin soon, needs a time.